Hey everyone, it's your friendly neighborhood biochemist, and today we're talking about King of the Hill on interference. Anyway, let's get started with the first hill. So we're gonna use the color blue because I think blue's cool. So your setup for the first hill is basically like you want to anchor like C-ish, right? Like you want them to spawn bunker or like nest or E1, like even E2. So basically you just want them to spawn here. Like bunker is on our right spawn, but like if you get them to spawn nest, it's the furthest away from the spawn, right? But I think bunker is a little bit more optimal because the routes from bunker is worse. But if you actually want the optimal one, I actually think it's split spawning them. So you get like two here and two here. So basically what I mean by that is when someone spawns up, like when you see two people spawn up here, just start dealing damage to these guys. And then it's be like, all right, well, these guys are in a fight. It's not safe. So now they've got to spawn a nest. So now they're in a split spawn, right? And if you kill these guys, then you can start dealing damage on these guys, and they're just going to keep being in a split spawn. That's why you have this guy here, because this person can look right here, and this person, believe it or not, can look right through here too to get crosses. And if they need to, they can push up through Whitehall. Then your hill can pretty much be right here. Your hill, you're going to feel like a lot of these spots are going to feel like redundant if you do the split spawn or not. So you just kind of got to have your head on a swivel. Now, if you want to break the setup, my biggest recommendation is to just flood tower. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna anchor bunker, and you're just gonna get shots on this guy, and you're gonna live up, right? And when a teammate spawns, he's gonna get shots on this guy and this guy, and then you guys are gonna have someone push up, right? And you keep getting shots on these guys, and maybe this person comes, right? And if you can wipe out the tower guy, you have one person push up, you have two people push up, take care of this person, etc., etc., and then basically this person's so far out of the map that they'll come this way, but hopefully you have a better number advantage by then. Alright, let's talk about the second hill. So this is another spot you really want to anchor them spawning in bunker. Tower's not a bad spawn either, but I think if you can get them to spawn bunker, I think it's totally better. So that's why we're kind of having someone like push up like right here. This is more of a reflex roll though. Same with this. So the person on nest slash B, I also like to have them go bat ledge every now and then just so they can like live up. That's why I like being this nest player. Then this player can get shots on E1, and so can this person. And they can get shots on like E2 if they peek right. Just depending like, so you see E1, you see E2, E1, E2. And this person's job is basically to deal damage to them once they spawn bunker, just to deal damage. But like if they spawn like E1 or like E2, you're basically waiting for like them to get over here and get low, and you're just gonna either be over here and push in, or you're gonna be right here and push in. Which if you're right here and push in, you have to be like super careful with your life because you're kind of like, if you die, the setup breaks basically. Because if this person dies, well, they still have to kill these two people to get into the field, right? If this person dies, etc., right? But if you die, they pretty much can get a big flank on the whole setup. So you've got to play your life. And if you want to break this setup, you're just going to flood heat wave. You're going to have someone go this way, go this way. And basically this person's going to here, basement, right? Because then this person and this person get across on this person. And this person and this person can do this person. And now, if these two are dead, you can just take over the whole setup. Anyway, to the next hill. Finally getting into the tower territory again. So this is where you want them to spawn on deck. Open deck spawn, whatever you want to call this. Back rail, cat. I call it open deck spawn or blue spawn. Alright, so you have someone bunker. And bunker's usually looking like right into short hall. E2, I kind of like them to also look into short hall, but to also be like looking like right here, because you should be able to, from E2, you'll see like their spawn a little bit right here. Then tower, you can either look like heat wave, or you can look right here. Then the hill, you can actually also see if they push through this window basement, there's like a little peak like right here that you can see, or you can come like right over here and you can help get some shots. Like if there's a person here, you can actually help the tower person out. And don't actually be afraid to get off the hill and get a slay. That's actually super important. I wish more people did. Anyway, if you want to get this set up, there's actually two things you can do. You can flood tower, or you can flood E2. This hill, though, it looks super easy to break, but like it's actually super easy to get into like E2, right? But if this person backs down into like bunker to like right here, and it's helping like tower out a lot more, then your best objective is just to like have someone go this window or like up here and just get shots on the hill. Because you're trying to take over bunker. If you either want to take over bunker or you want to take over tower. So either flood heat wave, but you don't want to like all flood like that. Like you want to flood like one person goes like here, one person goes like here, one person is like right here, one person's like right here, right? If you're gonna go for tower, these two will focus on shots on tower and put them down. These people will put. This person will also put bunker down and tower, and this person will put bunker down only, right? Depending how it goes. Anyway, let's go to the next hill. All right, so for this hill, you can also actually have someone nest again. There's actually kind of like two flex rolls. Like you can have someone like right over here, or you can have the person right here. Nest is tricky though. Like if you have a good setup, I'd say nest, but I'd still rather have this person like this kind of setup like right here. Because then you have the option to play your life to go this way or this way to your teammate. Or you can push up like tower, kind of get shots on bunker, right? And honestly, if they do spawn, like over here, some people tell me that it's not good if they spawn here, but if you spawn nest, you're kind of just, like you have cover, right? But you're pretty trapped here. Like this person's backing you down. This person can back you down. This person can come up here to back you down. And this person's just not actually in the fight. So you can just get back down a lot. Especially with this sight line, this is actually a really tricky sight line to the sniper. And if you want to break this setup, you're basically just gonna flood tower, because pushing through this area is a no-go. Like you're gonna lose a lot of your fights if you try pushing that area. So you have two people go tower, right? To go to heat wave to contest. I'd recommend having someone like go up here after they deal with the heat wave person, especially if this person leaves to help, then they're gonna get a flank on this person. And this person can come like right here and get shots on the hill to back them down, or they can just come up here and help. Now on to the last hill. So I see a lot of people go E2 on this hill, and I honestly think you should have this kind of setup, because you're going to have them spawn over here. If they get lucky, they do get a nest spawn, right? But basically, if you're the person on the hill, I'll show it more in-game, but like you can come here, you can come here, and then this person can get shots on this right here. So you have basically small little crosses you can do. And if you are like, if they do spawn here, you can just come here and just get like some couple shots and to slow their push down, and you can just be right here waiting, right? So you're gonna be like right here. Once they peek out, shoot, play your life. This person's looking. This person's looking, and this person is looking. Like if they push out a short haul, they're fried. They have 4 shots in them. You put a shot in them already, you run away, they chase, boom, boom, boom. 4 shots. Well, they got perfectly by your whole team. Crazy, right? Anyway, if you want to break this setup, my biggest recommendation to you is to flood pretty much like this. Especially if they have this kind of setup. Some people try going this way, but it's so hard. If there's 2 people right here, it is so hard to take this over. And if you're on the hill, don't be afraid to play your life. And also, this is like one of the better setups for OS. Like every time you have the bunker and tower, you're pretty much guaranteed the OS, especially if you have a guy like E2 and Whitehall. Like this is the setup for OS. So every time you have bunker, you have OS. All right, anyway, let's go in game and see more about these positions. So if you spawn here, you kind of have the advantage on one end because you have like the first to get to tower control, right? So if you're tower for this hill, basically you're looking here, you're looking bunker, getting shots, and you could look over here. But basically you're just kind of like jiggle peeking, get information, living up, and just helping out where you need to and just being like the first line of defense. Now, if you're right here, you're like another line of defense because you can get shots on bunker from here and here. You can see E2 underpass, and here's that angle you can get on B, right? You can see a lot of B from right here. And then you're gonna have a person basically like anchoring over here, so they can also see B. Like you don't have to be like really into this too far. Like you can also just be like right here, like help getting shots, or even coming to help over here. But basically, as long as you come over here every now and then to block spawns, you're fine. Now the hill person. The first thing about the hill is you always want to play the corners of the hill. So like I don't want to see someone playing like right here, like unless they're trying to play their life. But like if you're in the middle, it kind of takes you longer to get to the edge. So like play a corner so you can get out of out of the hill faster to play your life. Like the edges. And basically you're gonna be right here, so if your tower guy dies, you're gonna look tower, dip out. Because if you come right here to play your life, they're gonna get angle on you right here and they can just throw nades and get you off the hill. So just play your life. Now for this hill, pretty easy. You have E1, right? You kind of have like the E2 peak, E1 peak, E2 peak. Then you can like look heat wave. You can look like C-rail. You can look long haul. Right? You can just help get crosses in like the C window. Then this person, right? You're gonna go for that small flank. So basically, like, if they're dealing damage and they're not paying attention to you, boom, boom, boom. Deal damage to them off spawn, slow their push off spawn. Right? If you need to, come over here, play your life, run to your team. Now, Nest guy. Basically, I kind of like to play like right here, because then you're blocked. And then you can get shots, like if someone tries going this way, you can get shots on them right here. Or you can kind of play right here and just kind of jiggle peek and be a nuisance. Because if someone comes here, you're going to probably get melted. But like, let's say like they don't have a lot of lives. There's a guy E1, just rush and get the kill, come back. Right? That's the biggest thing is like, you just want to play your life. Like you don't want to die for free right here. Even if you do die, it's not the biggest deal because it's still hard to push through here. Like if there's a guy on cat ledge and open deck in the hill and you do this, that's 3 guns shooting at you. And if this guy's still here, that's 4. So this hill, basically, I don't like playing this corner. I see a lot of people, they stay right here on this hill, which sometimes I do too because I'm not thinking, but you want to stay on the corner right here. Right, run to your team, go to this, play your life. Right? You can come to this corner. You want to be careful coming in here because if they throw a nade like right here, you could be toast. So always play the corners on this hill, especially right here. Play the corners close to your team. So for this hill, you have the bunker guy, and if they have sniper, they can peek right here, right? They can also get shots like right here. Kind of move up a bit, get shots in C basement. You don't want to push too far up. And you have like this shots like right here. Like right here. And then if you're the tower guy, basically you're just gonna be listening to callouts. Like every now and then you'll look heat wave to get shots on these guys. If there's a guy that pushes short haul, right? If they push cat ledge. If you hear like a nest call out, you do your best. Sometimes it's beneficial to get up here to do this, right? Like always be cheeky with your angles. And then you could have a person Whitehall. It's not a bad idea to have a person Whitehall. It's kind of harder to live up because bunker and tower have to protect you. Basically, you're just going to get shots here. You're going to look out, get shots here to help slow down their push. And then you can get like shots like right here, here. I really would not recommend contesting this because if you get a couple shots into you right here and you run away, they're here. Be careful, right? Like if bunker calls it out, just let it be. Don't be kill hungry in this position. Be damage hungry in this position. But like play your life a lot, right? Then you come down over here to E2 if you want to back down a little bit. Come E3, get shots here, here. Ways to play your life. Now if you're the hill person, you get to play like this little edge right here, right? You get shots on like C basement, look at their spawn here. If you want to help out C, you can. Come up, help C. Let's say, hold on a sec, you can actually do this jump right here without. There we go. We can help C out. You can kind of see right here, shoot these nades if someone pushes. You can play your life right here. This is actually, like if someone comes in, you're going to be right here. Back smack. If you do play your life, I do recommend probably just going towards bunker and just trading out with the bunker person. And then this hill, basically this spot guys just jiggle peeking, living up, being a nuisance. They can come right here. They can even go like here into bottom tower, but I think right here is the best spot. Because you can just kind of sit right here, right? And hide and like kind of like look to see if people look this way. If someone looks right here, pretty fucking sus by the way. It's happened to me a few times and I always get pissed about it. But basically, you're just getting like a short little flank, right? If they come through here, back smack. But two people usually run through here if they come, so always be aware of that. Don't go for the first person, go for the second. And you can have a person like, basically this guy's right here, this person's right here, getting shots here. They're backing these people down. They can push up, because remember we have E1, E2. This hill, you're basically like using this as a peak. Oh, hold on, I want to talk about Whitehall. I did not want to slide. If you're right here, basically you're just getting damage on the bunker and E2 and backing them down. You could go nest, but I just feel like nest is so out of this hill because it doesn't really have the best sightlines to the hill. I'd rather the enemy spawn nest and just melt them if like this person, the hill person, and this person comes out to help them so you get 3 shots on these people. But you're just going to melt them. And plus you can melt them from right here if they do go nest, right? Now, so then your heal guy, he's going to play right here. And let's say you need to play your life, right? Like, you can come back to this pillar. You can jump up. Or you can come to this little ledge right here, right? Nice little cheeky spot. And if they're long haul, you can just wait a second. And boom, you're in the fight. You can also see bunker from here too. So be mindful of that. I just forgot to say that. So last hill, person bunker, right? Doing the same thing they usually do. Looking short haul, looking here. Looking here every now and then, here and here. Then your tower guy. By the way, this is a bad place. If they have low numbers, push here. But like if they're doing a big push and you're right here and you go short haul, they're short haul and you're right here, you're probably gonna die. This is a no bueno spot. That's way out in the open. It's better to be here than it is here. High ground's beneficial, but this is bad high ground. So you're gonna get shots heat wave. Shots here, right? Your basic objective is just to keep your head on a swivel and just deal damage and help people stay alive, right? It's like if this person white hauls one shot, you're just right here, right? Like you could kind of push up a little bit but then your main objective is to get back into here. Now, if you're the Whitehall person, your main damage is to stay alive and deal damage and help keep the hill person alive, right? Well, that's everyone's objective. You can come here, here. I really would not recommend coming here, right? Bunker can see short hall, so they're going to deal damage, so they're not going to push in. And if they do push in, tower needs to get them, right? Your goal is boom. Or maybe you trade out with tower, and then tower can go boom. Sorry, not tower, hill. And if you're in the hill, you can just play these corners. That's what I like about these corners, right? Like, you can jiggle peek. Jiggle peek, jiggle peek. Jiggle peek, jiggle peek. And this is actually a nice little area because, like, if you have something like right here, you can just boom. It's like one of my favorite spots again in 1v1 because you're like, oh, psych. 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 Ooh. Break their ankles, right? Alright, that's pretty much all the setups for the hills. I hope you guys learned a lot, and you have a great day.